We'll go ahead and watch from Unown's perspective, watch Cardi's perspective on this kickoff. There you go. Right off the bat, possession goes into Prophecy's hands, right on Mad Mobsters. Quick try and get a goal right now. Let's see her with the save.
It's interesting also, I think they have team outfits here. I don't know if it's to confuse or just to have like to show who's what team, but I like that.
Yeah, Cardi tried to get a quick goal right there, but he was able to have a lunge kick right to his face. Nice one-timer setup, but still, Life-Size Midget doing some good stops right here. Switching over to his perspective right now. Smart Bean was able to take possession.
Pretty even game right now.
Yeah.
Not something I would say I expected to say, especially on the snitch.
We
Yeah,
see
they're
that
both playing
Life-Size
pretty
Midget
well
didn't
on
really kick a
defense.
whole lot there as the Seeker came by. Watching Cardi's perspective right now, he's got possession. Easily stolen away though.
It's a pretty defensive game here, to be honest. Like, both cannot really score, but I hope that changed them.
Nice intercept right there. Nice intercept back by Wolfeye again.
There you go. And I was able now to get another perspective from Smart Bean. Switching over to Smart Bean's perspective as a chaser now for Mad Mobsters.
Oh my! It's actually interesting. They both teams super defensive wise here. They cannot really. I think Unown trying to line up something here with one timers, but they don't have the time because there's too much chases from Mad Mobsters. It's actually pretty well done.
Yeah, and taking a look at the Snitch gameplay right now, we're going to switch over to Unknown's perspective where we see J-Guard on Seeker. He has the lead right now. The Snitch is definitely in their favor going into the 5-minute mark.
Yes, this is what I expected kind of on the stronger Seeker gameplay. So I think we need really some chases from Mad Mobsters just for the tackles.
Yeah, switching to the Mad Mobster side right now, seeing Life-Size Midget still holding down on the Quaffle game. It's not anyone's game right now. It's 0-0. Going back
Jigger's on that oak shaft. He's gonna have a lot more health than normal. I can already see that he has about 13 to 14 pips of health.
He's just playing tank. I think they just said basically, if J-God survives this, we're able to kill the other Seeker at least 1 or 2 times.
Our first goal did come right now from the Team Unown, 10-0. Take a look right now as the Snitch gets closer, and there goes the cash with J-Guard. Very well played. 40-0 currently Team Unown's favor. Taking a look at Cardi's perspective on kickoff. Prophecy gets the first kick. Possession of Cardi going against Keeper right now. Nearly tried to slip it through, but without any luck.
I think it was Keeper kick, right? I think
That was a keeper kick, yeah.
Midget is kind of playing like a reaction kicking type, so he's just baiting the chaser in, and then just kick last moment. It's working pretty well against Cardi's playstyle here, which is interesting.
We see Unown holding the Quaffle a lot, but Prophecy's been able to steal it quite consistently. Switching perspectives real quick, we can see Smart being on Chaser as his team sets up from that one-timer and straight in Prophecy. 40-10, Unown lead.
They're even on Chase again now, so Snitch could change everything.
For sure, and looking over at the Snitch, we're going back to J-Guard on Seeker's perspective right now. It's quite even right now.
Quite even again.
And there goes Badger.
It looks like the Mad Mobsters did take lead for just a second right before they were taken out, unfortunately, so that's going to put the favor right back into Team Unown's hands with J-Guard on Snitch.
And over on the Chaser gameplay, we also did see a goal go in by the Mad Mobsters. Switching over to the Mad Mobsters perspective, we see Smart being with possession going against Lysair.
2v1.
It's the one-timer setups again. That's very, very good, even though that didn't work here.
Definitely relying on those one-timers. Switching back to Unown with Cardi's perspective right now. Getting ready to set up for a one-timer, it looks like. No past him, but Wolfeye just going straight for it. 50-20 Unown lead. This is still anyone's game. A single Snitch can make the difference right now for Mad Mobsters.
Snitches are kind of even. I think Jagged is a bit of a lead here, but it's still doable for both sides. Holding hero kick for life.
Yeah, right now we can see They were trying to hold the hero kick there. He wasn't able to quite get the kick, but he definitely was able to send it out further. Going back right now at Cardi's perspective, we see Section L and Wolfeye passing the ball. And another score by Wolfeye. That's currently 60-20, lead of Unown.
They just made a kind of a comeback here on the Chasers. They're stepping up a bit on the scoring wise.
Yeah, looking at Seeker gameplay right now, Jagard definitely has a nice lead. He doesn't need to risk going into the keeper area. Doesn't need that kick. Doesn't need to keep any of that damage on him. Definitely getting abused though, down to 3 health. This kill would be crucial right now.
They have to get Chasers on here. They're just huge. With the Orc Chef, he's recovering way too fast to not get immediately pressure on. So either you go in full or he's just regenerating.
Yeah, right now we're just watching as this is really intense right now. Does look like Jagard is going to get his regen, but then he gets hit again. He's down to 5 health, still within a single tackle range of a beater. Down to 3.
He's one hit. Oh.
This is not looking good.
Down
He's
to
getting a hard
1.
shot. I love to see that. You have to play far away from the snitch right now in order to even survive.
He's starting his regen. If he's able to get the full regen here, it would be huge for him.
But he lost so much
Yes.
meter just because of the playing alive. So the other Seeker actually caught up. I think he's
sure.
in lead right now.
Looking at Mad Mobsters real quick, as the snitch gets close, we definitely see that the goals right now have been quite at a standstill. Quaffle gameplay hasn't been as intense. Going into the last 10 seconds, snitch gameplay could end this. And there goes Badger falling. Jagard's not able to get the second snitch catch, and it is 60-20 with Team Unown taking that first game in the series.
Very unlucky, but very close to. If they would have catched the snitch, it was only 10 points.
It was for sure a very close game. Mad Mobsters would have needed a snitch catch there in the last 10 seconds and able to get the quaffle in before the snitch catch happened.
What I saw from Mad Mobsters, they kind of did what I expected or what I hoped for. That they go for a lot of one-timer setups on Rishi, and I think they got like both goals with the one-timers in, and I love to see that, especially if the defense of Unown is across the midfield or they don't have like much chases to cover up. These one-timers are just deadly for Rishi here.
Yeah, and it was for sure definitely interesting to see that the quaffle gameplay wasn't necessarily one-sided at all by any means. It was definitely something that we've seen both sides kind of struggling a little bit to score on either side, and possession of the quaffle was changing left and right.
Definitely is. And I think if they just, at the end, they focus pretty much on the Seeker. I would have loved to see that a bit earlier on the first snitch too. And then they might would have had like more meter there. So maybe they're going to change that in the next game.
Yeah, so Shoki, if you're Mad Mobsters after that gameplay, quaffle was really close and it came down to the snitch ultimately. What would you change going into the second game?
I think they're gonna have to pick up the defense on actually killing Jagard. I think the reason he was able to keep that lead for so long was because that team was so focused primarily on scoring that, yeah, while they did get some punches and it didn't happen until much later into the game than normal, I think they're gonna have to try to say, okay, we'll have to bypass getting some of those goals early on to kill Jagard to push us into a lead and then run defense for Chaser or run defense for Seeker. So I think they might be playing either a man or 2-man down on Chaser just to ensure that their Seeker can come out on top.
And then Neo, your perspective as well into this.
Well, it was definitely, if I was them, there's still hope there that you can get the snitches. As Shocky said, you just need more focus with the chasers on the defense, getting more punches on Jay, just stopping Jay in general. You can definitely win this game. Just focus like one and a half chases more on Jay, and you got the snitch in the bag. Beta was doing a pretty fantastic job of getting Jay low in a very crucial moment, so definitely the pressure is definitely down to get him killed, get the meter, and then get the snitch catch.
Yeah, we do see right now on, I was just taking a look to see if they're getting into the games right now, and we did see that believe it was Team Unown got the first game, and they queued up against the Rising Phoenix. Rising Phoenix is coming up here shortly at 8 o'clock. Their match is going to be happening, and they're in practice. But right now, if anyone's watching, if you're listening to this at all, and your team is getting ready for practice, getting ready for your matches, if you see that these two teams are about to queue right now in this sort of situation, just hold off, wait a moment, let these two get into their game, and the moment that happens, then you guys can queue up with your full stacks. We're going to be taking a look real quick. Looks like they are getting their parties all together right now. Team Unown with Cartier right there. Mad Mobsters are already still in their party, getting ready. We do see as well on Mad Mobsters, all of them running the same emblem, kind of a little bit of uniformity on the team, something to kind of bring themselves together with those uniforms that you're talking about, Tux.
Yeah, that's what I saw on Unknown. They all had I don't know the exact name. It's like the dark wizard thing, I think, the code.
The Dark Wizard cloak, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure. Switching over to their perspective on Unknown, we do see that they're all running the default icon, except for Wolfeye. He's holding on to that Playtester 4 emblem. Right now, we're just waiting for both of these
rare
games.
few that still has it.
Yes, the rare few.
In terms of mistakes that I saw from Mad Mobsters last round, they were in the lead at I think it was the second snitch at the end, and I think they could have caught that, and then I think it was Ham on Seeker, right? He just died by Rishi, so I think he was actually low going into the keeper, and then Rishi just finished him off. And I think just if you're in the lead and you're not really comfy with not getting kicked, you should just stay out and just play alive, because the risk is just not worth it to go in there. That kind of costed them here.
Yeah, the graphic I have displayed currently shows their main roster with their subs down at the bottom, and we did see that Badger was actually the one seeking. And if we switch over real quick and see that again, we'll be able to see on Mad Mobsters right now that they do have Badger in there instead of Ham Jam Lettuce. So do you think this is kind of just a roster thing where having the sub in there maybe lost in the Seeker game?
That could be indeed, but we gonna wait and see if they do like final changes here.
Yeah, both teams getting ready, maybe a little bit of strategy coming from Mad Mobsters, trying to get a little bit of communication going, trying to figure out how they need to lock down that snitch gameplay and how to make sure that they're scoring a little bit more.
To be honest, they don't even have to kill J-Guard specifically. What they did last round was pretty effective too. After they made him one hit, Jay just played super alive and was super far away from the snitch. He like didn't get any meter at all, so it was basically as if he was dead. And I think they were able to fully recover on that snitch meter, so that's pretty effective too. Just the constant pressure is sometimes good enough.
For sure, we see both teams getting ready to queue up. Make sure if your squad is getting ready that you guys back out of queue. Make sure that you're not getting in, because right now we're still waiting on custom games. Cough, cough, unbroken. Tux hears me say it all the time, but I call it out just in case any of the devs are here watching.
Yeah, that would make things a lot easier. Also for trainings and setups, that would also help.
For sure. Right now we see going into this, both are finding game right now, both Mad Mobsters and Team Unown.
So
Let's see if
wait,
we're gonna
Tux,
get-
you don't want to suck anymore?
Of course not.
Is this the
Proof here,
why
the
you want
customer.
customs?
Yes.
We see finding
Very
server on
confident.
both sides, Hogwarts Day from Unown and Mad Mobsters. So we are going to be getting into our second game of the series. This is a best of 3, currently 1-0, the lead being Unown.
I think these are the fastest Q snaps we had in the season. It's insane.
Go.
I'm actually happy that we don't have to wait 15 minutes for the Q snap.
Same.
All right, sticking right off on Cardi on this kickoff.
They lost again. I think Prophecy won every kickoff till now.
Prophecy's kickoff game has definitely been quite strong, being able to take that early possession.
He's doing some slight kickoff tech.
There we go. Wolfeye, once again, another great score, leading an early lead 10-0. Switching over right now, seeing keeper perspective, life size midget. Able to get a hero kick, it looks like, on beater, but not the seeker.
Yeah, I would have held it there for like maybe 1 or 2 seconds more, and then you would have got a cake.
We did see down in the bottom left, Badger did die. Badger fell to, I believe it was J-Guard, bumped him to death. They got very close there.
That's not what you want as Seeker, like the early dead. It's kind of crucial, especially since the first snitch decided the last game. So, yeah.
For sure, we see him coming in right now. Nice save over there by Life Size Midget, keeping his perspective right here as he tries to save another goal. Lots of pass play around, but his team was able to get the possession there and pass back to him. Switching over, looking at the snitch gameplay, currently see J-Guard nearly about 40% on that snitch meter.
It looks like Mad Mobsters are kind of struggling right now to get the ball across midfield. Unown is pretty dominant right now on Chase the Game in terms of midfield control.
Yeah, right now, there we see another death by Badger. A dominant lead right now for J-Guard and Team Unown on the snitch gameplay. 5 minutes and 20 seconds into the match right now. Switching over to Mad Mobsters, we see Smart Bean currently on Chaser. They're kind of passing back to Keeper right now, trying to get that Quaffle out of their area.
Finally made it across midfield, and maybe... Oh, okay. Unlucky setup, but I saw what they tried, and I like it.
The vision was there for a little bit of pass play, but not quite the execution that they needed.
Yes. I think the communication of where to shuffle pass is a bit lacking here, but the idea was there.
There we go. Nice possession steal right there from Smart Bean. Able to pass it downfield. Kinky Whiskey able to do a one-timer long pass to Prophecy. Didn't quite
Nice
connect
counter
with
attack.
Seer.
It stopped locking on, I think. Just very
Yep.
close in front of him.
Switching back over to the snitch race right now, we see Unown. J-Guard's getting really close right now. He's still being harassed right now with those bludgers. About 50% as far as Mad Mobsters. Getting really close here. 4-minute mark right now as we go into this 10-0. Still Unown favor.
They need a Ko on J right now.
Yes, they need very much pressure on Jay. Otherwise, it's gonna be a 40-0, which you not want to see in this kind of the match here now.
There goes the 100% snitch meter right now. Jay, all he needs, there he goes. A score by Cardi right in the last second, leading this 50-0 right now, favor of Unown. Switching back over, Smart Bean on this possession kickoff. We see instantly Smart Bean kind of going back, expecting to lose the kickoff there. There we go, and a nice score from Cardi right there. 60-0, Unown lead currently.
Unown definitely way more dominant than last game in both
Yeah.
games.
They definitely switched it up a little bit, made sure that the Quaffle gameplay isn't as locked down as it was before.
Yes. Last round they kind of had a problem with finishing at the end and scoring, but I think they just found a way of getting consistently now.
A little bit of pass play though. Prophecy was able to get a score right now, 60-10. Switching over, gonna see Cardi's perspective here.
We could see a Zul.
Ooh.
We could see a knackige 7-1.
Currently just kind of
the
switching
Jones
between these
would
two
say.
perspectives right now. J-Guard's still getting hammered over there, but still leading right now. We do see Badger falls to ADH Decent. There we go, and we'll fight with
There
another
it
score,
is.
70-10.
That is gonna
Nice
be
Brazil.
very rough to come back.
Right now, we see the snitch gameplay is also very much dominant right now by J-Guard on Unown.
Yes,
Couple
with the meter on
bumps.
0.
A couple bumps from Badger could bring him into the game, and especially if they're able to get a kill on J-Guard.
Definitely could, but it's almost too low, too late, almost again.
With 2 minutes, it's gonna be very, very rough.
For sure. Taking a look right now over back at Mad Mobsters, we see Life Size Midget getting ready. He's been blocking a lot of goals as well. It's just the amount of shots on goal has been letting stuff slip by. We'll see if he tries to get a kick on Seeker here. He's hiding really high up in the goal. Wasn't able quite to get a kick there. We see Cardi coming in. He was out of position there in a fall. That lets a Section L get a free goal. Little bad positioning right there. Probably a little bit of tunnel focusing, and he didn't quite see that he was out of position to die.
That was unlucky.
Unlucky for sure.
Right.
Looking at J-Guard,
And
still getting close there on the snitch gameplay. Switching over the Mad Mobsters right now on Smart Bean. Prophecy just did get a goal right now, closing the gap a little bit. 60-point difference between these. Unknown favor 80-20.
Are they going for the 120? That's the question.
Switching back over the Unknown, we see them in possession. Cardi's ahead right now. Section L ready to pass. Prophecy able to get that steal though. Prophecy has definitely been the defensive, able to take those shots, able to steal the quaffles, and being able to get those kickoffs.
Obviously, he's kind of the all-rounder on their team. I think he scored both goals too, so he's like the attack and defense. It's just everywhere on the field.
Yeah, kind of being at all places at once right now. We'll be switching over here back to Mad Mobster, seeing Smart Bean's perspective here as he's trying to take some intercepts and try and steal it so that way he doesn't make it his way downfield.
The snitch is getting very close again. I don't think at this point that they can win anymore, but they can at least get the 30 points for the snitch if you just go for J-Guard here.
Taking a look right now, Jaguar did just get the 100% and is on his side of the field. He didn't quite get the click. There he goes. 13 seconds left into the match. Jaguar with a snitch catch, 110-20. Only a difference there. 2 snitches, where the first game only had 1 snitch. That is a 2-0 win for Unown in the series.
That was way more dominant than the last round, and I think Unown last round had kind of a wake-up call on both sides. So yeah, I like to see the improved on Unown here.
And I would definitely say for Mad Mobsters, they definitely were holding their ground in the Quaffle gameplay. It was definitely something that we've seen a lot of players on, like Prophecy specifically as like the MVP, able to steal the Quaffle and keep it on kind of that middle area. A lot of shots on goal though, as far as life-size midget, and as much as he was blocking, he can only block so many.
It kind